The anticipation around the ground today. Both these teams would love to get to the knockout stages, so it's always helpful to win your first game.
Kimmich. From long range. Pretty simple for the keeper. And so the starting 11 for Bayern. Manuel Neuer begins in goal. Leon Goretzka plays alongside Joshua Kimmich in the centre of midfield. And the centrepiece of the attack today is Harry Kane. And quick thinking defensively. Olise. Harry Kane. Kane. Konrad Laimer. On to Goretzka. Good idea. There it is! A delightful start to this match. Just what they were hoping for.
Well, let's look at this again. The 1- and 2-touch passing is absolutely outstanding to play around the pressure. And Kane's strike is absolutely perfect. Pace, power and accuracy. What a player he is.
So Sporting get the ball rolling again, and the onus is on them to erase the damage done by that concession. Pedro Gonçalves. On to Trincao. What can Sporting do from this position? Chance to cross. Can he put it away? Straight down the throat of Neuer. Goretzka. Jamal Musiala. Olise. Now with Kimmich. Goretzka. Took a really smart piece of defending to stop them. Pedro Gonçalves. De Bast. Gonzalo Inacio. Schulman. And Bayern, the recipients of the free kick here. Joshua Kimmich. Michael Olise. And the decision offside here. Eduardo Quaresma. Schulman. Inacio. Morten Schulman. Well, it looked highly promising, but they got nothing out of it. Kimmich. On to Goretzka. And over the touchline for what will be a Bayern throw-in. Joshua Kimmich. Musiala. Sané has it. Bayern pushing forward with options available. Managed to get it out of there. Well, play stopped. It is a free kick. Gonzalo Inacio. Pedro Gonçalves. Now Harry Kane. Jamal Musiala. Well, this could really help the cause. And the keeper there to deal with it. Who can they pick out? And the danger's still on. Well, he almost nodded that one in. Zeno Debast. Victor Gyökeres. Debast. Well, a really good run. And options in the centre. It did look on for them, but not to be. Olise. Lima on the ball. Joshua Kimmich. Kane. Promising move this from Bayern. How about the cross? Well, that takes the wind out of their sails. Great defending. Zeno Debast. Victor Gyökeres. And he was in the right place to intercept. Kane. In with a chance. Oh, a splendid save.
Well, he's so highly regarded, and that's why he just makes so many good saves.
And played in by Kimmich. The clearance wasn't decisive. Can they stop it going in? Well, it looked so threatening, but the danger averted. Pedro Gonçalves. Attacking possibilities for Sporting here, but quick thinking defensively. Joshua Kimmich. Jamal Musiala. Just have to make sure they don't get caught on the counter-attack. And a goal here for Bayern. It's going to be so difficult to thwart them now.
Well, here you can see it again. Good run, great strength, and a composed finish under pressure. That's a top-class goal.
Two-nil here, and the ball is moving again. A really committed challenge, and it's gone out for a throw-in. Zeno Debast. Victor Gyökeres. Schulman. Eduardo Quaresma. Gyökeres. The referee spotted the little nick on the way through, so a throw-in coming up. Guerrero. It's with Guerrero. Sané. Kane. And he might be through here. Oh, and it goes! Now he has his hat-trick. A special moment for him.
Well, just look at how poor the defending is here. But I have to say, it's still a very tidy finish. He looked really assured there.
Well, the action continues. It's been all Bayern so far, and you sense there could be extra punishment dished out. Quaresma. Now with Trincao. Sporting can use width to good effect. But a good piece of defending to bring it to an end. Jamal Musiala. And Kimmich. Konrad Laimer. Onto Goretzka. Sloppy from Sané. Schulman. That's a lovely ball. And offside it is. Guerrero. Leon Goretzka. Michael Olise. Joshua Kimmich. Musiala. Really good challenge. Takes on the shots. Really good diving save. It's a short corner and sent in by Sané. Oh, an audacious effort and not too far away.
You have to say that was a really good attempt. What a spectacular goal that would have been.
De Bast. And the ball with Pedro Gonçalves. Zeno De Bast. Pedro Gonçalves. And very nicely positioned to win it back. An alert piece of defending. Oh, yes! It's gone in! And now a chance for them to revel in the moment.
Well, here's another look, and you can see what a good finish this is. He holds off the defender brilliantly and keeps his composure. That's a great goal.
So there it is, 3-1 the current scoreline here. Michael Olise. Morten Hjulman. And Bayern doing well to win back possession. Pedro Gonçalves. Eduardo Quaresma. Using his physical strength to make sure he doesn't lose the ball. An effective challenge. Michael Olise. Eric Dyer. And Kimmich. Sané. Kane. Determined defending. Gyökeres. He read the situation defensively and did his job. Pedro Gonçalves. Inacio. And the ball with Pedro Gonçalves. De Bast. And Sporting in a position of potential menace. He has time to play it over. Well, nothing productive, really. Leon Goretzka. It's with Guerrero. Jamal Musiala. Really good build-up, but no end product. Trincao. Gyökeres. Olise. Olise. Goretzka has it now. Jamal Musiala. And he stopped them in their tracks. Gonzalo Inacio. On to Trincao. No longer has custody of it, Dyer. Kane. Goretzka. Jamal Musiala. Kane. Nicely timed tackle. Pedro Gonçalves. Inacio. And the ball with Pedro Gonçalves. Victor Gyökeres. The keeper was never likely to be in trouble then. Konrad Laimer. Olise. Goretzka has it now. Guerrero. Musiala. And Kane comes into the move. Good-looking attack, this. Just the challenge that was required. Pedro Gonçalves. Good work from Bayern to make sure possession changed hands. Leon Goretzka. Nice looking move, this. Good effort here. And nicely parried away. Kimmich. Now with Sané. Kimmich. And that, a piece of goalkeeping you're going to see again and again and again. And taken short. And played in. Well, he failed to get it away properly. Musiala. Brilliant pass. Given away by Bayern Munich. Michael Olise. And Kimmich. Sané. Zeno Debast. Victor Gyökeres. Might be a chance to break. And teammates to play it to. It's a fierce effort. Well, the keeper kept it out with a minimum of fuss, but it wasn't a great effort. Guerrero. Sané has it. And Rafael Guerrero has lost the ball. Zeno Debast. On to Trincao. Well, moving the ball impressively here. And to reduce the deficit. Well, the post got in the way. Element of risk there, but he's won the ball.
Well, so unlucky not to score there. So close to reducing the deficit.
Dangerous looking attack. Well, all doing their bit to keep them out. Musiala. Bayern have given us away. Schulman. Victor Gyökeres. Pedro Gonçalves. Well, Bayern have it back now. Almost at half-time, and they're making home advantage count, I think it's fair to say. Stuart, your thoughts?
Yes, it's been a really energetic display from them so far. The passing's been sharp, the movement from the front players has been excellent, and the finishing has been clinical. They will certainly be happy going in at half-time.
Nice looking pass. And clears his lines. Well, they've given him too much space. The cross is on. Well, the attack carried promise, but petered out. Kane. Breaking at pace. Gonzalo Inacio. Really good interception. Kimmich. Well, taking into account all the stoppages, 3 minutes to be added on. Leon Goretzka. Michael Olise. Kane. Kane! And not cleared away properly. Well, no damage done. Zeno Debast. On the ball with Pedro Gonçalves. And a strong tackle. And support available. And a long way out. Well, it wasn't quite as dangerous as I thought it might be. Eduardo Quaresma. Morten Hjulman. Debast. On the ball with Pedro Gonçalves. Good looking move. Oh, it might be. Brilliantly blocked. Let's see about the delivery. Really fine piece of defending play to break us up. And so it is, the first half story has been written. Well, you have to give plenty of plaudits to Harry Kane for this performance up to this point. Really giving the defenders headaches.
Well, you won't see too many better performances than this. He's been an absolute menace to these defenders today. And, of course, he's taken his goals really well.
So the second half underway, and certainly an uphill climb for Sporting here. Could be dangerous. Fine tackle there to prevent the chance. Michael Olise. Konrad Laimer. Onto Goretzka. Kane. Oh, he's through here. Another goal! And surely there's no way they can throw this away. Absolutely dominant.
Well, you have to ask, where's the defending? The keeper is completely exposed, but he still had to finish it, and he did it really well. It's a good goal.
Well, not too much defending going on in the grand scheme of things. 4-1. De Bast. And the ball with Pedro Gonçalves. Morten Hjulman. Now with Trincao. Might lead to a chance. On to Trincao. Physically strong and secure on the ball. Hjulman. And the ball with Pedro Gonçalves. Sporting have it back. Morten Hjulman. De Bast. Musiala. Leon Goretzka. Sané has it. Kane. And cutting it out. Well, shielding the ball admirably. Trincao. De Bast. And the ball with Pedro Gonçalves. Gyökeres. Zeno De Bast. Victor Gyökeres. Well, it's Bayern's turn now. Has the strength to hang on to it. And possession given away. Kane. What a block! Hjulman. Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. And Bayern, the recipients of the free kick here. Well, they've been getting the substitute ready, and now they will make the personnel change. Getting in there to intercept. Had no interest in losing possession. Well, sadly, they just couldn't keep possession. Joshua Kimmich. Leon Goretzka. Jamal Musiala. An attack full of promise. Sané. Timely intervention. Well, strong play here. Pedro Gonçalves. On to Trincao. Well, as a play it goes, and that was in no small measure due to the effective press. And the substitution will occur now. Guerrero. Leon Goretzka. He's very adept at protecting the ball. Harry Kane. And tidy defensive play. Konrad Laimer. Now with Kimmich. Laimer on the ball. Michael Olise. That's a good-looking ball. A goal! And I'll tell you what, on this sort of form, very few would lay a glove on them.
Well, here it is again, and you have to say the 1-2 completely opens up the defensive structure. And when he gets onto it, he decides to go for power. It's a really emphatic finish, which gives the keeper no chance.
A glut of goals. 5-1 it is. It's opening up for them. Well, they stopped them in their tracks. He's protecting it well. Zeno Debast. Morten Hjulman. Well, you've got to savour such moments. That's a nice-looking ball. He's gone and found the net! Brilliant piece of finishing! Magnificent goal! Well, we have 30 minutes to go. Kane. Very quick thinking there. Hjulman. In position here to protect the ball. Morten Hjulman. Decent position. Drawing it back, and a fine stop to turn the ball away. Michael Olise. Kane. Sané. Leon Goretzka. Good physical play. Musiala. And Bayern finding space on the flank. He got in the way of that cross. Well, the keeper had plenty to think about with bodies around him. Quaresma. And Bayern able to win the ball back. Kane. Really fine piece of defending play to break us up. Zeno Debast. Gyökeres. Schulman. And clears the danger. Debast. And the ball with Pedro Gonçalves. Now what can they do from here? Pedro Gonçalves. Joshua Kimmich. Musiala. Onto Goretzka. Ball retention so important. Not the best challenge, free kick. And Bayern will change personnel now. Schulman. Debast. Gyökeres. Physically strong and secure on the ball. Quaresma. Nice looking move this. Gyökeres. On a pretty ordinary challenge, but no damage done, that's the main thing. Konrad Laimer. Joshua Kimmich. Sporting regaining possession. Debast. Michael Olise. Who had no intention of losing out. Michael Olise. And strong play here. Good-looking move. The crowd encouraging him to take it on. He read the situation defensively and did his job. And into the last 20 minutes. Debast. Pedro Gonçalves. Victor Gyökeres. And he cuts in from the wing. Oh, it's a superb challenge. Very timely. Harry Kane. Guerrero. Sané has it. Palinha. Kimmich. Sané. Oh, that's a super piece of defending. Morten Hjulman. Quaresma. And the ball with Pedro Gonçalves. Oh, that's splendid play. Palinha. And Palinha with it. And using his strength to shield the ball. Leroy Sané. Guerrero. And back with Kane. Well, he missed the target and then some. Wide it went. Both managers deciding this is the time to change things around. Both teams going to the bench. Gonzalo Inacio. Sporting with acres of space out wide. Zeno Debast. Just failing to hit the target. Good effort though. Jamal Musiala. Sané. And a Bayern throw coming up. His determination there for all to see. Very effective pass. And defensive play to be applauded. Zeno Debast. Pedro Gonçalves. Morten Hjulman. Braganza. And the ball with Pedro Gonçalves. Cutting it back. Has eyes for goal. And Kimmich puts his body on the line. Jamal Musiala. And a chance for Bayern to use width to good effect. Fine cross into the middle. And well positioned to clear. Gyökeres. Eduardo Quaresma. Braganza. Wasteful from Bayern. Quaresma. Daniel Braganza. Well, no point in stopping play. Advantage with them. Pedro Gonçalves. Zeno Debast. And the challenge halts them in their tracks. Palinha. It's with Guerrero. And Kimmich gives it a go. Well, it's great when you can rely on your keeper. Pedro Gonçalves. Eduardo Quaresma. He's given us away. Room for Sporting here. Pedro Gonçalves. Doing well to keep possession. Victor Gyökeres. Spot on with that tackle. Olise. Well, it's a great advantage to any side when you're as comfortable on the ball as they are. pressure. Doesn't seem to be bothering him. Palinha. Well, strong play here. Guerrero. Oh, in with a chance. In it goes! Such a complete performance. 4 in front now.
Well, just look how he holds off the defender. He keeps his balance and he still hits the target. What a good goal that is.
It's a massive lead, and it's very hard to imagine them losing it now. Eduardo Quaresma. Schulman. Strength and control, a big part of his game. Morten Schulman. Gyökeres. No time, just... Oh, big chance! He got a good palm on it. And the referee has given them a corner. Now sending it in. Textbook goalkeeping, following the corner. Olise. And Kimmich. Olise. Musiala. And Palinha with it. Guerrero. Cross could be useful. And the problem not completely solved. And a good challenge to bring that attack to an end. Well, breaking at pace is always a possibility. De Bast. And that'll be a Bayern ball. Leroy Sané. And Palinha with it. So 3 minutes of stoppage time coming up. And Bayern could get in behind the defence here. And deliver towards the back post. Well, it really wasn't easy for the keeper to stop it.
Brilliant save. From that sort of range, he had no right to stop that.
Going short. And crossed in there. Danger still on. And a decent save. Full credit. The corner from Kimmich. The clearance wasn't decisive. And not quite on the target. Zeno De Bast. Could be threatening. So full-time it is, and a morale-boosting 3 points on the board to begin their European campaign.
Yeah, that's a good win and a vital 3 points. Another win next time out, and they'll be in a great position.
As usual, Harry Kane, difficult to defend against. What did you make of what he actually did out there on the pitch?
Well, his movement was brilliant today. Whether he was running in behind or dropping into pockets of space, he caused all sorts of problems. What a good hat-trick that.
Derek Ray, and sitting next to me with his tactics charts at the ready is Stuart Robson. And it's the opening contest for the two teams in this Champions League season. It is Bayern Munich up against Sporting.
Well, thanks, Derek. As always, when you're playing your first match, there's going to be a little bit of anxiety and tension. But these are two decent teams, so I'm expecting a really good game today.
Well, here is the Bayern side. Manuel Neuer stands between the posts. Leon Goretzka plays alongside Joshua Kimmich in the centre of midfield. And the focal point in attack today, Harry Kane. Offside the decision. Here's the lineup for Sporting.
Well, although we have it down as a 4-5-1, it's actually more likely to be a 4-2-3-1. They play with two holding midfield players, a number 10 and two wingers. The system has a nice balance to it.
Trincao. And foul it is then. Pedro Gonçalves. Well, that's splendid play. Well, the referee not too happy with the challenge and blows for a free kick. And he whips it in. Aware of the threat, solving the problem. Nicely blocked. Real chance. Quaresma. Lovely tempo to this passing sequence. Well, they were very patient, but they no longer have the ball. Succeeded in keeping it in play. Opportunity to deliver the cross. Guerreiro. Could be dangerous. Trincao. And the flag has gone up here, offside the decision. Kane. He'll have a go here. Well, the shot looked promising, but the keeper had the measure of it. Zeno Debast. Trincao. And can they make one of these passes count? They're trying to take their time, but not enough care on the ball. Pedro Gonçalves. Trincao. A lot to like about this sporting move, but quick thinking defensively. Harry Kane. Guerrero. And intercepting it. Well, that's a really good authoritative tackle. Throw in here. Schulman. Really effective shielding under pressure. Well, sadly, they just couldn't keep possession. Michael Olise. Now with Kimmich. Plenty of support here. Goretzka. Kane. And nicely struck. And the keeper more than equal to it. Pedro Gonçalves. And Bayern Munich now in potentially a dangerous position. And the assistant referee has raised his flag, offside. Debast. Trincao. Well, that's wonderful attacking play. He could pick out a teammate. And that will be a corner. It's a short one. Really vital interception here. That is a very fine challenge in difficult circumstances. Jamal Musiala. He'll try his luck here, but the keeper takes charge, and it was pretty straightforward. Morten Hjulman. Now with Trincao. Physically strong and secure on the ball. Hjulman. And the ball with Pedro Gonçalves. Well, Bayern Munich have possession again. Joshua Kimmich. Now Harry Kane. Kimmich. Leroy Sané. To jump in front. And nicely parried away. Zeno Debast. Pedro Gonçalves seemed to switch off for a moment, and now a throw-in. Konrad Laimer. Joshua Kimmich. Now Dyer. Goretzka. Harry Kane. Took a really smart piece of defending to stop them. Inacio. And the ball with Pedro Gonçalves. Trincao. Pedro Gonçalves. Well, they keep passing away. Morten Hjulman. Making sure it didn't get past him. Not the pass he had in mind. Can they do something positive on the counter-attack? Well, unfortunately, it fizzled out in the end. Had no interest in losing possession. Fairly easy for the referee to spot that deflection. So now a throw-in. Well, not the end result he had in mind.
Well, we know he can hit them from that sort of range, but that was a poor effort in the end.
Olise. Inacio. Morten Hjulman. Feeding it through. Nice looking move. And a goal! 1-0 it is. They've been pushing for the opener and now they have it.
Well, here it is again, and it's a superbly weighted through ball to break that defensive line. And then through on goal, he just goes for power and smashes it past the keeper. There's no stopping that. What a great finish.
Well, Bayern restart the game, and that should certainly shake them up a bit. Sané. He has time to play it over. Kimmich. Well, he certainly caused all of that, but was never going to trouble the keeper in the end. Goal kick it is. Pedro Gonçalves. Gonçalo Inacio. And a struggle for Sporting to keep the ball. Jamal Musiala. Breaking at pace. Well, didn't go to plan in the end. Trincao. What can Sporting do from this position? Harry Kane. Kimmich. Onto Goretzka. Joshua Kimmich. Top-class defending. Morten Hjulman. Spraying passes around, almost waiting for the opposition to make a mistake. Hjulman. Could be dangerous. Well, unable to bend his run, offside. Guerrero. And Bayern sloppy in possession here. This looks interesting. Dangerous looking attack. Kimmich. Goretzka. Olise. This looks promising. And he's chipped it down, fully stretched, somehow reaching it. Trying to pick out a teammate. Still not clear. Olise. Sané. Well, there's defensive solidity for you. And it's gone over the line.
Well, just look at those stats. Bayern are doing everything to get back into this game, but they need to take one of these chances.
Bayern regaining possession here. Kane. And there it breaks down, but credit to the defence. Pedro Gonçalves. Morten Hjulman. And the ball with Pedro Gonçalves. Hjulman. Well, it's such an eye-catching series of passes. Trincao. Might work out. An amazing piece of goalkeeping.
Well, that's a remarkable save. He just reacted so sharply there.
They're going for the short one. Cuts it back. It's a neat move. Thwarting him. Was an important piece of defending. Well, that's really strong play to keep hold of the ball. Kim Min-jae. It's with Guerrero. Jamal Musiala. Now Harry Kane. Bayern have given us away. Well, strong play here. Well, the attacking options appear plentiful. Will he play it in? Bayern have lost the ball once more. Takes it on. Determined defending. Sporting pushing to add to their lead. They have won the corner. Keen to take it short here. Oh, that's splendid play. Well, the referee was happy with the challenge. No way through. Well, following on from the previous incident, he sees yellow now. They take it short. Not a chance for them again to play it over from the corner flag. They favoured a short one here. Well, great read there to intercept. Eric Dyer. Michael Olise. Lima on the ball. Olise. Still behind, but the pressure mounting. And the referee has pointed to the spot. Penalty given. And he's also showing him the yellow card.
Yeah, he had to make the challenge, but it was always going to be risky, and so it proved.
An opportunity to level matters. A goal! Accurate from the spot.
Well, here we can see it again. Keeper's gone the wrong way, and it makes for a fairly easy finish in the end. That's how to take a spot kick.
So, a level contest, 1-1. Hjulmand. Zeno Debast. Inacio. An alert intervention. Konrad Laimer. So, deflection, and it will be a throw-in. Ball lost by Bayern. Trincao. And hit with ferocity! Well, it ended up being easier for the goalkeeper in the end. Goretzka. And Kimmich. Leon Goretzka. Joshua Kimmich. And return to Kane. Simple for the keeper dealing with that long-range effort. Pedro Gonçalves. How can they open up the defence here? And the pass deftly cut out. Jamal Musiala. Michael Olise. Now Harry Kane. And with that, the attack fizzles out. Debast. Now with Trincao. Pedro Gonçalves. Trincao. Feeding it through. And there is the goal to re-establish their advantage.
Well, here's the goal again, and what a wonderfully weighted pass this is. And then the finish is fairly simple in the end. That's a good goal.
So back underway. Intriguing contest this, given the 2-1 scoreline. Kimmich. Michael Olise. Now with Trincao. Very effective pass. Has eyes for goal. Closing down well. Trincao. It's a neat move. Ambitious effort. And gobbled up with ease by the keeper. Kimmich. Goretzka has it now. So the whistle then. We're up the halfway stage in this match. You certainly have got... So into the second half, Sporting in front, but still they have work to do. Trincao. De Bast. Hjulmand. Quaresma. And the ball with Pedro Gonçalves. De Bast. Pedro Gonçalves. Well, thumped clear. Zeno De Bast. Morten Hjulmand. And danger averted. Well read. Rather congested in the middle of the park. Sané. Great vision from Leroy Sané. Magnificent challenge to win it back. Trincao. Promising move this from Bayern. Jamal Musiala. Might lead to a chance. Kane. Now Kimmich. What a commitment to defending. High pressing and good high pressing. Kane. Well, the counter chance looks very real. Will it be sufficiently imaginative? Zeno De Bast. Pedro Gonçalves. And nicely struck. Well, we gave it the big build-up, but he didn't quite deliver on his promise. Olise. And Kimmich. Sané. Leon Goretzka. And Sporting doing well to regain control of the ball. Trincao. And the ball with Pedro Gonçalves. Ball retention so important. Really determined play to hang on to it. And he takes it on! Well, looking to increase the lead, but not accurate enough there.
Yeah, that was half a chance to extend their lead, as you mentioned, but they couldn't quite take it, could they?
Kimmich. Now Dyer. Michael Olise. Goretzka. Konrad Laimer. Couldn't find a teammate. Throw in here.
Well, the visitors very much dictating the tempo over the last 15 minutes or so, and with it have created some great openings. They certainly look as though they get another before too long.
Well, first they have a bit of defending to do. Musiala. And Bayern moving the ball with purpose. But the danger averted for now. Pedro Gonçalves. Oh, this looks useful. Under pressure, doesn't seem to be bothering him. Determined defending. Kimmich. Goretzka has it now. Guerrero. Joshua Kimmich. Jamal Musiala. Let's get the latest on the injury situation from our pitchside man, Jeff Shreves.
Seems to me that his foot's the problem because he's got trodden in that last challenge.
Cheers, Jeff. And they're making a change. Morita. Could be dangerous. Did well to win the ball back. Musiala. Onto Goretzka. Goretzka. Guerrero. Sané has it. Kane. Onto Goretzka. Opportunity here. And just over the bar. Excellent effort it was. Daniel Bragança. Eduardo Quaresma. Hidemasa Morita. Kane. Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. Well, shielding the ball admirably. Musiala. And into the last 30 minutes now. Jamal Musiala. Goretzka. Oh, that surely had to go in, but marvellous defending. Goretzka! And you've just witnessed a moment of truly high-class goalkeeping.
You're absolutely right. What a save that is. He's reacted so quickly.
Playing it short. And sent in by Sané. Well, they couldn't take advantage of the opportunity. Goretzka. It has to be. Closing down well. Superb stop. Daniel Bragança. Gyökeres. On to Trincao. Pedro Gonçalves. Sporting sloppy in possession. Now perhaps they can counter from here. But well to hold on to it. Kimmich. And they're moving the ball neatly enough. Just looking for that decisive pass. And players waiting in the centre. Victor Gyökeres. Now what can they do from here? Braganza. Hidemasa Morita. Could be in. And a goal! Cause for celebrations again. 2 in front.
Well, here's another look, and you can see what a good finish this is. He holds off the defender brilliantly and keeps his composure. That's a great goal.
So there it is, 3-1 the current scoreline here. Joshua Kimmich. Goretzka has it now. Kimmich. Goretzka. Can he get one back? And that's a very good parry. Hidemasa Morita. Pedro Gonçalves. Holding on to what they have is the priority, apparently. And Sporting can use width to good effect. It's there for him. And the flag does go up, offside. Konrad Laimer. Now with Kimmich. Joshua Kimmich. And take it away. Morita. Hidemasa Morita. Can they find a gap in the defence? Pedro Gonçalves. He's got to score! Oh, he's done it! But hang on, offside is the verdict here. It's not going to stand.
Well, you can tell he thought he was onside here, but the assistant, I think, got it absolutely right.
Jamal Musiala. Olise. And Kimmich. And threading it through. Oh, it almost did the trick for them. Great defending. And into the last 20 minutes. Gyökeres. Trincao. Superb defensive judgment to end the attack. Michael Olise. Laimer. Will it be? Oh, that is a terrific save.
Well, that's a great save from that sort of range. Really good reflexes.
Played over. And in a crowded area, the keeper has managed to get there. And the keeper making sure that was pushed well away from danger. Inacio. Using his physical strength to shield it. Well, sadly, they just couldn't keep possession. Bayern pushing forward with options available. Musiala. Crossing opportunity. Really good build-up, but no end product. Trincao. Beautifully weighted ball. Great defending. After the foul, a chance to contemplate what is next, and perhaps a goal from this free kick. And that is a free kick artist at work. What a goal it was.
Well, what can you say about this? It's hit so cleanly with exactly the right amount of bend on it, and he does so well to get it back down in time once it goes over the wall. Excellent strike.
Goals in plentiful supply. 4-1 currently. Leon Goretzka. Really fine play to keep possession. Able to close down the shot. Hidemasa Morita. Daniel Bragança. Strength and control, and what a magical save it was! Who can they pick out? Oh, that's not a good clearance. Very effective pass. Well, he made sure there was absolutely no way through. Really fine piece of defending play to break us up. Well, the defenders know they need to get tighter. Can't really allow runs like that. Oh, danger here. Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. Joshua Kimmich. On to Goretzka. Kimmich. Musiala. Priority was to hang on to the ball, which he did. Quaresma. Victor Gyökeres. And Bayern come away with the ball. Eric Dyer. Leon Goretzka. Sané has it. Goretzka. Well, that's not textbook defending. And no problems at all for the keeper. Hidemasa Morita. Daniel Bragança. Well, you might say it's the ideal way to see out a game when you can pass like this. And passing it through. Oh, but he's done brilliantly to cut it out. Chance maybe to use their counter-attacking ability to good effect. But they took care of the situation defensively. Pedro Gonçalves. And the ball with Pedro Gonçalves. Oh, good vision. Well, how on earth did Manuel Neuer get there? It's a substitution for Bayern. And he's fired over the corner. And the problem not completely solved. Well, had no intention of losing out. And Kimmich puts his body on the line. Daniel Bragança. Excellent strike! Well, actually pretty easy for the goalkeeper in the end. Goretzka. Sané has it. Kimmich. Leroy Sané. And snuffing out the danger. Teammates available. Let's fly here! Well, deciding to test the keeper, but no problems really. Michael Olise. Gyökeres. Excellent vision. Can he find the net? Oh, that surely had to go in, but marvellous defending. And Bayern will change personnel now. They favoured a short one here. That's a good-looking pass. The threat was there, but no problems now. Coman. Olise. It's looking promising. Electing to cross into the centre. And what a magical save it was! And played in by Kimmich. Well, he was the picture of concentration following the corner. Daniel Bragança. On to Trincao. Gyökeres. Well, couldn't quite find his teammate. Guerrero. It's with Kingsley Coman. Michael Olise. Konrad Laimer. Now Dyer. Joshua Kimmich. It's with Kingsley Coman. Kimmich. Well, not giving the opposition a the former Arsenal and West Ham United midfield man, Stuart Robson. And what we have coming up for you is action from Champions League match day 1. It is Bayern Munich up against Sporting.
Well, you can sense the anticipation around the ground today. Both these teams would love to get to the knockout stages, so it's always helpful to win your first game.
Here's the initial 11 for Bayern. Manuel Neuer gets the nod in goal. Leon, can they stop it going in? And the attack fizzling out. Musiala. Olise. Well, can do better in terms of the pass. Pedro Gonçalves. Good-looking move. Oh, a fine block. Kimmich. Here's Sané. Kane! Ball is loose. It was an attack of promise, but they couldn't take advantage of the situation. And play halted, free kick given. De Bast. And slipped through beautifully. And Sporting unable to retain possession. Leon Goretzka. Joshua Kimmich. Musiala. Well, that takes the wind out of their sails. Great defending. And out of play for a Sporting throw-in. De Bast. Gonzalo Inacio. Morten Hjulman. Could be dangerous. Well, no danger now. Can he find the right pass? Trying his luck. Well, somehow the goalkeeper got to it. And played short. Pedro Gonçalves. He read the situation defensively and did his job. Guerreiro. Credit to them for winning back possession. A free kick decision going the way of Bayern. Good through ball. And a goal it is! No long wait for the opener today. So on they go again. Will there be a response from Sporting here? There needs to be. De Bast. Well, they keep passing away. Oh, that's a really good run. Well, not so fast. Did well to make amends. Morten Hjulmand. Eduardo Quaresma. Hjulmand. And given away. Well, doesn't have to do it on his own. Well, perhaps they can counter from here. Well, they seem to be onto something positive, but it faded away. Attacking possibilities for Sporting here. And collected tidily. He had plenty to think about. Konrad Laimer. Goretzka has it now. Sané. Given away by Guerreiro. Michael Olise. Sané. Well, passing moves like this will build confidence. Real chance. There it is. A fantastic goal. And no wonder he's off celebrating.
Well, here we can see it again, and it's all about the pace of the passing. One touch, slick movement, but there's still plenty to do from here. He hits it so well, though. Lots of pace, lots of power, and the keeper just can't react in time. It's a great strike.
Back underway with the lead standing at 2-0. Pedro Gonçalves. Zeno Debast. Now with Trincao. Good tackle. And Bayern have the ball once more. Sané. Inacio. Well, he went strongly into the challenge, and the result is a throw-in. Well, it's Bayern's turn now. Joshua Kimmich. Olise. Well, they're moving the ball neatly enough. Just looking for that decisive pass. Perfect tackle. Good effort here. Well, the keeper made the save pretty easily in the end. Eduardo Quaresma. Zeno Debast. Trincao. Who can he pick out? Could pull one back here. Not out of the woods yet. Excellent block.
Well, credit to the goalkeeper, because that was a terrific save, just to keep their 2-goal lead here.
Well, maybe a chance for them now to alleviate the pressure. Kane! Oh, commanding goalkeeping. Joshua Kimmich with the corner. And a struggle to get it away properly. Zeno Debast. Hjulmand. Pedro Gonçalves. Options in the centre. And it's gone behind for the corner. Who can he pick out? Well, that's how to shield the ball and control it. And it's opening up. Able to get his body in the way. Can they hit on the break? And Harry Kane ready to pounce. Well, sadly, a bit of a tame effort, that one. And far too close to the goalkeeper. Eduardo Quaresma. Morten Hjulman. They've given it away. Musiala. Goretzka. And Kimmich. Moving the ball really well here. A real opening now. And quite simply, a brilliant save.
Well, that's why he's such a good goalkeeper. He got his angles absolutely right there.
So the corner played into the box. No nonsense clearance. Now breaking at pace. Potential danger. Sporting using width to good effect. It could be up for grabs. Vital intervention. Over it comes. Any goalkeeper would accept corner kick deliveries like that every day. Jamal Musiala. Michael Olise. Harry Kane. And Kimmich couldn't keep it. Kim Min-jae. It's with Guerrero. Michael Olise. And Kane comes into the move. Good looking attack this. And the keeper not really taxed by that long range shot. Zeno Debast. Debast. And Sporting unable to hang on to the ball. Morten Hjulman. High quality defending. Jamal Musiala. Well, a joy to watch. Using his physical strength to shield it. Well, he stopped them just when they looked menacing. Well, constantly giving the ball away isn't going to help matters. Victor Gyökeres. Zeno Debast. Now with Trincao. Nicely cut out. Musiala. Now Harry Kane. Offside the decision. Trincao. Debast. Good idea. but still a chance. Oh, I can't believe it. He's gone and missed the chance.
Well, what a glorious chance that was. One he should be taking, that's for sure.
Joshua Kimmich. Musiala. Now Harry Kane. Leroy Sané. Oh, big chance! Oh, that is marvellous goalkeeping!
Well, he's an imposing figure in those situations. That's a great save.
The corner from Kimmich, and ably dealt with. Well, the referee allowing the play to flow. Rui Silva. What can they do from here? Has a go! Really good piece of goalkeeping there.
Well, those stats tell the story. Bayern have been really good today. Their attacking play has been a joy to watch.
A very effective challenge put in. Well, this could really help the cause. Strong hand on that one. Eric Dyer. Leon Goretzka. OLED. And he read it well, intercepting it. Decisive pass. Oh, it's off the post. Wonderful chance. Well, he stumped it out of there without much fuss.
Well, they just can't get back into this game. The woodwork on that occasion just denying them.
No, high quality defending. Michael Olise. They've chosen to go through Harry Kane. Options around him. Attending to his defensive chores. And playing it through. Flag raised for offside. Trincao. Zeno Debast. Morten Hjulman. Effective challenge. Leroy Sané. And Bayern Munich now in potentially a dangerous position. He's in with a chance. Oh, he saved it. Brilliant piece of goalkeeping.
Well, he got it all right there. That's an excellent save from the keeper, you have to say that.